y'all, welcome back. So let's do a square section of the Jericho quilt. Crocheted Jericho quilt. I'll get it right eventually. Let's do a square section for the Crocheted Jericho quilt. Okay, so you will start with 2 rows of single crochet. Your stitch count will be 13. If your first row of single crochet brings you back up to your blanket, you will do a slip stitch in the next single crochet to join that row to the blanket, and then you will slip stitch in the next single crochet from part 2 to form your chain 1 turn, or to replicate your chain 1 and turn. Then you will work your second row of single crochet. Now sometimes you will be starting your squares over here, but the stitch sequence is always going to be the same. You will always do 2 rows of single crochet. Now we're going to chain 1 and turn. And now we're going to do 4 rows of the Suzette stitch. The Suzette stitch, you work a single crochet and a double crochet in your first stitch. Skip a stitch. In the next stitch, work a single and a double. Skip a stitch. In the next, work a single and a double. And you're going to repeat that all the way across until you have 2 stitches remaining. I have 2 stitches remaining. In this last stitch, work a single crochet. You're going to go to the next single crochet of part 2 and slip stitch to join. Again, when you're joining a row, go ahead and pull that slip stitch tight so that it does not add bulk or make you think that it's a stitch that you need to work into. So go ahead and pull that one tight. In the next single crochet of part 2, you're going to slip stitch, which is going to replicate your chain 1 turn. Turn your work over and go ahead and repeat the Suzette stitch, the single and the double, and you're going to do that for a total of 4 rows of Suzette. So here we are on row 2, so go ahead and do rows 2, 3, and 4, and I will meet back up with you after you have done 4 rows of the Suzette stitch. Okay, here I am finishing up my 4th row of the Suzette. We're going to chain 1, turn, and now we're going to work 1 row of single crochet. Remember, on the single crochet rows is a great place to double check your stitch count. You should have 13 single crochets going all the way across. And I do, so yay. Okay, here we are back to the blanket side. So we're going to slip stitch in the next available single crochet. In the next one, in the next single crochet, slip stitch to replicate our chain 1. And now we're going to repeat our 4 rows of the Suzette. So go ahead and work 4 more rows of the Suzette stitch. Again, that is a single and a double in the first stitch. Skip a stitch, work a single and a double, skip a stitch, continue that all the way across until you have 2 stitches remaining, and then work a single crochet in the last stitch of the row. Chain 1, turn, and repeat till you have 4 rows of the Suzette. And I'll meet back up with you.
If this stitch sequence seems a little familiar to you, this is the same stitch sequence that we used for our gauge swatch.
Okay, just finished up my 4th row of Suzette. I'm going to slip stitch in the next one to form my chain 1, and now I'm going to work 2 rows of single crochet. First, I'm going to make that chain not so big. There we go, or my loop. 2 rows of single crochet. At the end of every square, you will change back to your color that you are using for your mortar. So you will change off to the color you are using for every small rectangle. Okay, there's 1 row of single, chain 1, turn, and work another row of single crochet. And that is how you do each of your square sections. Now keep in mind, you may be starting away from the blanket or you may be starting beside the blanket, but your stitch sequence will always be the same. You will always do 2 rows of single crochet, 4 rows of the Suzette, 1 row of single crochet, 4 rows of the Suzette, and end with 2 rows of single crochet for every square section in the Crocheted Jericho quilt. And there's your square.